One day after speaking to the leader of Russia in order to jumpstart peace talks with Ukraine, President Trump is set to address members of his own party. He hopes to unite them around a massive budget package that includes key elements of his domestic agenda.
Yeah, GOP party members are still in talks as leaders push to move the bill to the floor for a final vote before Memorial Day. Naomi Ruckham has more from New York.
Today, President Donald Trump heads to Capitol Hill to rally House GOP support behind his One Big Beautiful bill.
This will be the greatest tax cuts in history.
The package would make his 2017 tax cuts permanent and increase border funding while cutting Medicaid, food assistance, and clean energy spending. It would also add work requirements to some social programs. Democrats strongly oppose the measure.
Republicans are trying to jam this big, ugly bill down the throats of the American people.
But House Republicans are split. Some hardliners argue the bill's spending cuts don't go far enough and that work requirements should kick in sooner. Disagreements also remain on the state and local tax deduction, or SALT cap.
We have a timetable we have to meet.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is eyeing Thursday for a final vote ahead of his self-imposed Memorial Day deadline. Meanwhile, President Trump said Russia and Ukraine would immediately start ceasefire negotiations following a 2-hour call with Russian President Vladimir Putin Monday.
We had a good talk, and I think that progress is being made.
The president also suggested the Vatican could play a role in negotiations.
I think it would be maybe helpful.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said he also had calls with President Trump and European leaders Monday. President Trump warned that the U.S. could still back away from talks if there's no progress.
Well, yesterday, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky posted on social media that Europe and the U.S. must stay involved in peace negotiations at the appropriate level. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin described his conversation with President Trump as very informative and frank to reporters in Moscow.